just want 4 minutes.
Thank you.
Should we show some more consideration? But they are equal to everybody. I treat every
Sir,
lady member as equal.
After we get the 33% and then we may bring it to 50%, you can treat us equally.
But I said I treat equally.
Only, we do not even enough.
I support 50%, no problem. I support. Let the bill come.
The government has to bring the bill, they are not bringing it.
Yes.
So you should ask
Government should hear it. Government is talking. The Parliamentary Affairs Minister has to listen to what the minister has, what the honourable member has said.
Women's reservation bill. No, we brought it in the Rajya Sabha and it was passed.
It was passed in the Rajya Sabha. Okay, now you take.
So thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Every winter, we all experience this horror of air pollution in Delhi. And it concerns all of us. There was a time when our parents and grandparents could drink water from the taps and from the rivers and the lakes. Today, we cannot think of walking around without a water bottle bought in shops. And now, in Delhi, we can't go out without masks for a walk. I really hope that a day will not come when our children or grandchildren will have to carry air tanks in their back and go to schools. We have to do something about this before that day comes. Sir, and Delhi has a celebrity status because it is the capital of the country and it grabs the media attention and everybody's attention very easily. But this problem is not only in Delhi. We have to understand there are many other cities in India which are more affected by this air pollution. Like in Tamil Nadu, Ennur, Alandur, Thoothukudi, Kodungayur, and especially Sipcot in Kadalur, because of the industrial pollution. I'd like to quote an incident. When an environmentalist group brought children from Kadalur to Chennai, they were shocked. The children were surprised and shocked because the air was smelling completely pleasant and different. They're only used to smelling the dirty, polluted air in Kadalur. They were shocked when the air was completely smelling different. So this is the environment our children grow up in many cities. And in Rasigarh and Korba and Chhattisgarh, you know, these places are neither monitored or regulated adequately. And they have more days of very bad air quality than Delhi. So recently the Supreme Court banned crackers, and just before this year, Diwali, the crackers were banned in Delhi. And we have not witnessed any improvement in the air quality after that. There are much more larger and important factors such as industries which are close to the cities, and their continuous negligence to adopt mitigating efforts to reduce emissions are very important. The law requires that in places where air quality is already beyond permissible levels, new activities that increase air pollution burden should not be allowed. But industrial clusters and places with a concentration of power plants, this requirement is always given a go-by. And we also should understand that in these areas, generally it is the marginalized communities who are there and who suffer the most. Sir, in December 2015, the Ministry of Power revised the emission norms and gave a 2-year time period for thermal power plants to adhere to the rules. These rules aim to bind all thermal power plants to install 3 technologies before December 7, 2017. Electrostatic precipitators, ESPS, to control particulate matter, flue gas desulfurization for sulfur oxides, and modification of burner designs for low nitrogen oxide emissions. There is no indication that thermal power plants have implemented these technological interventions as required. I'd like to ask the Honorable Minister through you, sir, that how many power plants have already implemented these norms? It is quite shocking also to know that instead of enforcing new emission standards for coal-based thermal power plants, the Union Environment Ministry and the Power Ministry recently took a stand in Supreme Court seeking for a 5-year extension of the deadline to meet these standards. The move may now allow over 300 such plants across the country, including what is in the National Capital Region, to continue to emit toxic sulfur dioxide and oxide of nitrogen without any obligation to adhere to stricter emission norms till December 2022. So just 2 more minutes.
Take 1 more minute.
2 minutes. What? Sir, and this is exactly opposite to the government's policy of Clean India. And many people have discussed about the crop stubble burning in Punjab and Haryana. Sir, without the government giving them lucrative other choices, what choice a farmer have other than burning it? So the government has to intervene and support them and give them other choices. There are, today with the improved technology, there are other ways to dispose of this. So I think the government, rather than just banning it and moving away from the problem, they should intervene and help the farmers to solve this issue. And sir, we have to start thinking about cleaner and greener technologies, renewable energy, and we have to scale back on coal-fired industries and promote viable public transport facilities, which is very, very, very important. And sir, we keep talking about missing our evening walks because of pollution. We have to understand that more than all of us, and the affluent classes and the parliamentarians, it is the middle class people and the deprived sections of this community who are more affected by this air pollution. They are the ones who are more outside and who have to face the pollution much more than us, and especially the homeless in Delhi are made to suffer much more because of this air pollution. 1 more minute, sir.
Already taken 2 more minutes.
Because of this, and we have to understand that it's a huge additional burden on many poor families because their health is affected because of air pollution, and they have to spend much more than what they can afford on health and medicines, and the children are affected, and at least 1/5 of the school children have lung diseases in Delhi. And addition to this, sir, 1 more minute, sir. So we keep talking about this world as though it only belongs to human beings. That is not true. I think we share this earth with many other species, and we have to learn to respect that. Because of pollution, the flora and fauna and so many other animals and small microorganisms get affected, and they become endangered and they're completely destroyed. We have to learn to respect that, and we don't understand that we have to protect them because no cost or losses are actually calculated into the losses when we talk about environmental economics. The losses in this has to be also included. Sir, I'd like to say
that is a very good point. Now you can conclude.
So we have to increase budget allocation for the ambient air quality monitoring to cover all industrial clusters formerly covered under comprehensive environmental monitoring index study, and a parliamentary committee to identify air pollution hotspots across the country has to be set up. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Yes, but very good point. Now, Sri Rajiv.